Hey guys, it's Blades of Firewolf back. The Q&A videos here, part 2. I have about, let me count, 7 questions, about 7 questions. So I'm gonna go through the list pretty quick because I already read quite a bit of the questions and I put a line, where from the questions I've already answered. The first question is from Spooky Milkshake on Furry. What's your favorite show? I have a few favorite shows, cartoons too, but since I've been watching it on and on, Fear the Walking Dead and The Walking Dead, but they're not my all-time favorites. So I'm gonna put number 1 favorite show. I'm gonna have to think about it a little bit. Maybe Ash. I don't know. There's so many. I mean, I've watched many shows, but a few shows, but not mainly cartoons. I don't watch too many shows, but if I was going to choose my number 1 show, it would be the regular Walking Dead show. Just a show, not a cartoon. That's the answer. The Walking Dead. And the second question from Cameru from Furry. How long have you been a furry? I've been a furry for about 3.5, 4 years, give or take. I knew what furries are in 2015, but didn't really think about my persona until about 16, so roughly 3 years. About 3 years I've been in the fandom. And next question is from Creamy the Cat, also on Furry. How many personas do you have? I think I have about 7 now. There's quite a bit. I had Blaze, I had Chili Pepper, I had Ghost Pepper. I have so many. I might think about creating another one maybe in the future. Who knows? Maybe I might. I might think about it. The next question. I think it's the 4th. Yeah, 4th. By Tushiman. This is on YouTube. I always comment on some of his videos, drawing tutorial videos. He says, which furry convention do you really want to go to? That, my friend, is either, anything, because I've never been to one in my life, so anything can go, as long as it's a good one and it gives out good reviews and it helps out with charity, for cancer or something. I've never been to one in my life, so yeah. I can't. If I was really going to choose one, MFF, FWA, or AC. Although any of them are good. Next question is Peyton Pa 124. She's also on YouTube. She asked me 2 questions. What's your favorite candy and ice cream flavor? If I was going to choose, my favorite ice cream flavor, it has to be chocolate or chocolate chip. But you know, it's very hard. I need to think about these questions. I really, I'm keeping track. It's hard for me to decide which is my favorite nowadays because there are so many flavors of candy and there are so many flavors. Well, there's so much candy and there's so much ice cream. But for now, I'm gonna put ice cream at Rocky Road. Actually, Rocky Road is really my favorite because I've had it for quite a few times. It's my number one for now, anyways. There's just so much things that are hard to really keep track on what's your favorite because I've tried quite a bit. I but what's my favorite candy? There's so many. There's so many. I mean, there's so many. I've tried Airheads, Kit Kats, Jolly Ranchers, gum. Anything can go. I kind of like any candy, to be honest. But what's your most favorite Pokemon? I can answer that. There's quite a few Pokemon. But I'm going to choose my number one favorite. Um, Lucario. I'm not really so much of a, big over the top, fan of Pokemon, but, I know a bit of Pokemon. I've seen the anime, the American anime. I've seen the cartoon. I've seen several of the movies. I think one, I think there was about one or two or several animated movies. But Lucario's my number one for now. I'm sure if if you're gonna ask me another question of what's my favorite Pokemon, I'll try to give you a different answer because there's quite a bit of Pokemon all over. There's so many. There's quite a few species that it's really hard for me to calculate. But yeah, now I have another page. This is the page that I recently just written down. This is from Lerod. Lerod Dragodog. What inspired you to get into metal detecting? That is my basically Deep Digger Dan, a YouTuber called Deep Digger Dan. I will put a link to his YouTube channel down in the description below, so be sure to check out his stuff. But if you want to go into his more entertaining stuff, where he doesn't really do any detecting or magnet fishing, and he just travels, because go to Travel Trolls TV. He has two channels. Travel Trolls TV and Deep Digger Dan. Check those out. Yeah, Deep Digger Dan was responsible for bringing me back into it like 2 years ago. It's been like 2 years since I've really gotten back into this hobby. It's been nearly 2 years. Now I got two more questions. Glace the Skunk on Furry Amino. Do you like rock carvings? Yes, I do, actually. Um, it's something I always enjoy looking at least, It's unique. I like rock carvings. They're pretty cool. Last question, Smiler Wolf. Who is your favorite fursuiter? There's so many. Because Nos Hyena, Majera Strawberry, Sunny Dingo, Crash Israel, or I'm probably sorry if I butchered the name. Zeke, Sheepski, Lerod, Drago Dog. I think there's quite a bit. It's hard for me to decide. I need to think about it. But if someone asks me that question again, I need to put number one. For now, I'm going to put number one favorite. These are complex questions. Well, questions that are hard to answer, but I answer anyways. For now, I'm going to put Madeira strawberry. For now, at least. You know, but yeah, that's all the questions. If you guys have any questions that you want to ask me, feel free to comment below. I'll let you know if it's a question that I've already answered or is a bit hard for me to answer because I really couldn't think about it, you know, of how many because there's so many things I like, you know, of the furry fandom and what's my favorite candy and ice cream. There's just so much. But yeah. Hope you guys enjoyed this second Q&A. If if you guys have more questions, comment below. I'll be sure to get back to you. I'm Blaze of Firewolf, and I'll see you guys next time. Peace out.